at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Titans of Tokyo taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Nix to throw right away. Oh, that is incomplete.
Nix's pass, intended for Marvin Jones, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2 CDs.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Play action now. Ward. Oh, no. The first throw of his career is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost him.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
Captain.
Nix to the air. Oh, stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. To throw, here's Nix. Under pressure, they got him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Captain. Bombers.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. On fourth down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. 39 yards on the punt, giving just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up past the 30.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Ward. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Ward. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And that'll be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Oh, captain. Bombers.
Now it's Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions.
They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw is Ward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, here's Ward. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Titans.
Again, it's Ward. That's into the hands of Manor. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Edwards will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Throwing Nix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going. It's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
Here's Ward. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
On the ready. Check. 60 by 6.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he stopped immediately there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Going for it. Here's Ward. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their team?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Etienne will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Call it keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Steps up, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Cam Ward with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 9 now. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Through the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of run read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his set.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. They'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Come on, come on. Gotta be lying.
Etienne once more. And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ward. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ward now working out of the gun. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing now, Ward. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now Ward. He'll get this off to Etienne. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 2-yard line.
One more time with Etienne. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Makes the score Titans 30, Broncos 20.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nix from the shotgun. He's got a man, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Nix eluding the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A final shot before break. Moore. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
18 ready. 79 Broncos.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think we're
in trouble, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Moore. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Captain. Bombers.
2nd and 5. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Captain. Bombers.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he found it. It's on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You're probably talking about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, back to Harvey. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Broncos 20.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 83 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
37. Broncos 27.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down.
Second down at the 41-yard line.
Come on. Hit. Back to 60. Back to 60. 18. High in.
Looking to throw. Moore. So left side, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Nix to the air. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Atkins. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Nix. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
23 yards, the final tally.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Ward. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Captain.
To throw is Nix. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Captain. Bombers. Joe.
Now it's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. To throw, here's Ward. Sliding up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Levis throwing for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And they'll get this down to the 10.
It's a gain of 11. And the Broncos first down. First down and goal to go.
Throwing Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Broncos 48. Will Lutz to kick
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here's Levis. That's complete to DK. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Madden. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 13 yards.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Ward. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record.